First up, Cyclone Michaung wreaked havoc in Chennai and adjoining districts. But just as the situation in Tamil Nadu improves, Andhra coast now braces for impact and authorities have already issued warning signs. Severe cyclonic storm is likely to move nearly northwards, parallel and close to South Andhra Pradesh coast and cross South Andhra Pradesh coast close to Bapatla during next few hours with a maximum sustained wind speed of 90 to 100 km per hour, gusting to 110 km per hour. Experts predict floods and structural damage in Andhra as the cyclone unleashes all its fury. Meanwhile, the situation has improved in Chennai, but not after there were flight and train cancellations, caved-in roads, crocodiles wading in water, scenes that look straight out of a movie. Cyclone left 5 people dead and a public holiday has been declared in Chennai even today. And Pinky joining us. Neha is joining us from Chennai. Neha, what's the situation at this point? In fact, let me go across to Pinky first. I believe she is at a spot where you could see rains and downpour happening. Pinky, take us through the situation. Tell us where you are standing. What's the situation at this point? How is the state prepared? We believe you are in Andhra. What measures are being taken at this point to ensure there's minimum damage? Take us through the ground situation.
Right, first let us take you across the situation that we see in Bapatla right now. The sea is very rough and you can see high waves here right at Bapatla, this Surya Lanka beach, and clearly the cyclone is about to hit here. This is the landfall area where we are right now. And we'll also show you the visuals of the trees from which you can assume as to the wind speeds are quite high right now. And when this cyclone Michaung will be hitting this particular area, the speed could be around 90 to 100 km per hour, gusting to 110 km per hour. The authorities have taken all the measures to make sure that zero loss of life. People staying on the coastal areas have been shifted to shelter homes which have been arranged by the authorities here. And also, let me show you this team which is also on standby with the police officials and the disaster management teams to ensure there is no untoward incident happening here. We'll also take you across the visuals on the Surya Lanka beach here that can show you the kind of impact we are seeing right before the cyclone hitting this particular area. These are the visuals we are showing you right from Surya Lanka beach in Bapatla. The cyclone has already crossed Nellore and Ongole and it is likely to reach Bapatla, the landfall area, in another one and a half an hour is what we are getting to hear from the weather department. And these are the visuals we are bringing you right from the Surya Lanka beach, and you can see the impact is already seen of the cyclone Michaung. And clearly the entire teams, as far as NDRF, SDRFs are concerned, they are all on standby as far as the entire Andhra Pradesh coastal areas are concerned. What we see right now is the cyclone moving towards the northwards from the south Andhra Pradesh, which has already crossed Nellore, Ongole. What we saw in Chennai, heavy rains that has in fact been a very trouble for the Chennaites here. But right now, Andhra Pradesh also we are seeing heavy rains. In fact, when we talk about Bapatla also, the rains have just stopped. Since last night we have seen heavy rains even in Bapatla. The impact of cyclone can be clearly seen, and these are the visuals we are continuously bringing you right from the Surya Lanka beach. Mirror now, the only channel that has reached here right now at Bapatla, where the cyclone will be about to make a landfall right here in Bapatla. Back to you.
Thank you, Pinky, for that ground report. Pinky, they're joining us from a coastal area in Andhra where impact of cyclone is being witnessed. Strong winds, rains Stay safe. Let's also go across to Neha. Neha, you've been reporting since yesterday. Similar scenes were witnessed in Chennai yesterday, but things seem to be back to normal in the city now.
Well, absolutely, Radhika. You know, after that pall of gloom in Chennai yesterday, after we saw the entire city inundated, waterlogged, drowned quite literally, there seems to be, some hope of cheer today in the city as the sun is out, normalcy is coming back, and we're bringing you, in fact, this joyful ground report here from the Loyola College in Chennai, which has, in fact, been converted into a shelter home, into a relief camp for all of those who aren't able to stay at home today owing to the waterlogging. Remember that over 500 people are currently being housed at the shelter camp here, and evidently, of course, you'll be able to see the kind of inputs that we're bringing you here. We'll very quickly get in a word here from one of the volunteers. All the students of the very college and the alumni also have turned volunteers today as they help to keep all of these people safe. The kind of impact that we saw of the cyclone yesterday was, just devastating. Many of these people were not even able to, enter their homes. They had to be rescued using boats, either by the fire services or by the NDRF, by local police teams. And with their efforts, these people have now been brought to safer shores. Very quickly, we'll get in a word here from, in fact, those who are handling the operations right at the top. Sir, ma'am, if I can, very quickly speak to you and understand how difficult the past 24 hours, how difficult have the past 24 hours been?
It has been difficult for people who have been living especially in the riverside of Namachvayapuram, and the houses are flooded and they've lost everything, and that's when Loyola has opened the gates for them, and we have accommodated almost till morning 10 o'clock. It is 530 people are housed here. We've been providing them whatever food is required and shelter and basic medicines.
Okay, all right. So if I can very quickly speak to you, what are the challenges now ahead of this, about 500 odd people? You've managed to bring them to safety, but what challenges, what are the requirements and the need of the hour right now, for the shelter camp?
See, first, the shelter camp, we have not promised anything for them. This is a safe space. Most of their houses have been inundated, and there's a lot of sludge above waist level for them. So that water has to recede, and then people will have to go back.